we're talking about Kelly Stamps. She is everywhere.
My videos will pop up everywhere. If you look under your bed, I'm there. If you look in your refrigerator, I'm there.
And we're looking at exactly how she tells her stories. So she is blowing up from 1,000 subscribers to 100,000 in just a year, and then from 100,000 to 300,000 in just 2 to 3 months.
I'm gonna show you what I get in a month these days. June, it says June 1st through 30th. My revenue, it says estimated revenue. It always is off by like maximum $3 or something, which in this case it was. The final amount that I earned, which is being deposited in my account next week, is $9,040.23.
So Kelly says her strategy to get YouTube's algorithm to recommend her on the front page to millions of people is storytelling.
1, selling my personality. 2, either telling a story of some sort or a list. 3, having an end card.
So let's see how Kelly Stamps tell her stories.
The first thing she does is intentionally build her brand by simplifying. She does this in several different ways. The first one is identifying who she is not for. She is clearly not for everyone. So she points out, this is not about the drone shots. This is about no frills entertainment. This is about her relating to you.
Hello, everybody. Great. My name is Kelly Stamps.
She also polishes her personality. She intentionally builds characters. This is very important. She is not Kelly Stamps as you see her 24/7. There is Professor Stamps, there is Researcher Stamps, there are this Kelly Stamp and that Kelly Stamp. She is playing characters, and that is good. It's not that she's being inauthentic. In fact, what's entertaining about her video is that there are characters, and they all stem from herself in an authentic way, and we relate to them, and we like that about her. When you have a heart, a real bloody pumping heart, you think about bloodshed, you think about death. That is too real, too complicated. But if you go way on the other side of the scale where it's just one red square, it also doesn't give you anything. Now all of a sudden it's all too removed. It doesn't represent much. So you need to find that Goldilocks middle where it's a symbol for love, for something positive, and we understand it and we can digest it, we associate great feelings with it. That's what she is doing with her authenticity, with her character, with her personality. She makes it easy enough for us to find that happy middle. So how do you do this? How do you polish that story? By associating yourself with a few different things. For Kelly Stamps, it's tiramisu, it's New York City, and it's unapologetic storytelling. And she reiterates these things over and over again. So every time you see a tiramisu, you think about her. You probably even go and buy the same tiramisu she's been talking about because it's so present in your mind. Don't be yourself, be you with a capital Y. There's a reason why Cardi B doesn't call herself Bacallus Almanzar. Why Drake doesn't call himself Audrey Drake Graham. You want to polish your personality. Kelly Stamps does that at the beginning of every single one of her videos. These clips do two things. One, they hook the audience. There is nothing more important than hooking someone's attention immediately. And how do you hook them? With something different, something they do not expect, something that makes them curious. And the second thing is, once you pair this with her character, things start to make sense. We love it when things start to make sense. Once Kelly has your attention, she brings out the big guns. Honesty. Honesty in the form of a counter argument. Shout out to my TOK teacher in IB, Miss Patton, for teaching us this, that the counter argument is more powerful than the argument. When Kelly tells people they should get off social media.
Number 1, shutting off social media. You can shut everything off except for my YouTube channel. This is actually necessary for your mental health.
And she knows that you know that she wants you to watch more of her content. And so guess what? She talks about that.
You need to reduce your social media time. Just watch my videos, they're good for you.
All of this intentional character building is so that she can capture your attention and make you fall in love with her. Does she do all of this on purpose?
Personality, you either have it or you don't. Next.
But you can practice even if it doesn't come natural to you. And we're going to move on to the next part. How do you keep that attention and that love going? And this is number 2, crafting the experience of the story. Experiential marketing, we hear it all the time. Stories also bring you into an experience. And she does this in a lot of great, clever, and persuasive ways. The first one is using visual cues. She took off her glasses 11 times in an almost 11-minute video. Every time she does that, you pay attention. Every time she does an action, she zooms in, she makes an interesting cut to her video. Our brains are agitated and they focus again. So she is very good at keeping people focused. She also does what is unexpected. At the beginning of her video, the examples and analogies she uses.
My face is the shape of a chicken nugget.
All of this is to keep you on your toes and finding it fascinating and wanting to know more. And just when you think, okay, I've got the style, I think I'm getting enough, she calls you out and she says, wait.
All right, I need to wrap this up because it's getting dark. My face is turning blue. Black boys turn blue in the moonlight. It's a nice tint. One last thing, then you can go. Sorry, you can go to your plans, whatever you're doing, after you hear me out on this one last thing.
She brings back the attention, and now all of a sudden you are re-engaged again. And now I want to talk about number 3, the breadcrumbs. Giving people somewhere to go next. And she talks about it in one of her videos.
Like a fine layer of tiramisu. People are going to start backtracking on your channel. They're going to see what else does he or she have. Get your foundation straight so that your channel is just a strategically made, stable tiramisu. Your ladyfingers should be the first 10 videos. The cream should be the next 10, but they shouldn't be lazy or anything. They need to be just as good. All you want to be worrying about when you get your first mini blow up like mine is just adding the cocoa powder on top.
You get to determine the customer journey. So tell people where you want them to go. Show them the path that you want them to take. Make it easy for them.
If you go through my playlist, which I highly recommend, my list of playlists, I mean, there is Kelly's food stamps, there's Kelly's passport stamps, there's 1-800 like stamps tech support. They all have different categories of things that I'm interested in, and they each tell a story somehow.
Let's just do a very quick recap. 1, she intentionally builds her character and her personality in order to capture your attention and fall in love with someone who is new, who's fresh, who's different. Then she keeps that attention by using these techniques to keep you interested and paying attention. And then she gives you somewhere else to go so that you continue down this Kelly Stamps rabbit hole and you become addicted to her content. If you found this video helpful, please give this a big thumbs up. Kelly's link is down below. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't. It really helps support the channel, and we will be looking at more great storytellers just like Kelly Stamps to understand how they've built their empire with what they say, how they do it. Kelly Stamps is a source of inspiration and she just keeps on giving. So if I don't know if it's possible, but if you haven't seen her stuff, make sure to check out her channel in the link below. There is so much goodness out there. Make sure you try out her spirit to test, to storytell, to be different, because it really, really works. See you in the next video. Bye.